Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Charu Kohli. Today we are going to start with the topic measurement of central tendency, and here we are going to take the calculation of simple arithmetic mean. So here we are going to discuss related to calculation of simple arithmetic mean. To calculate simple arithmetic mean, there are three methods. First, the direct method, indirect method, and the step deviation method. The indirect method is also called as shortcut method or assumed mean method. Third one is step deviation, as I told you. Now in statistics, every numerical, every topic is calculated under three series, as you all know, which we have covered in the previous classes. And the three series are individual series, discrete series, and continuous series. So we are going to have three methods and the three series, and we are going to calculate simple arithmetic mean. Before I start with the formulas, how to calculate it, you must remember, which I have already discussed before, the shortcut, the abbreviation used to write mean is x bar. So you have to remember this always. Fine. Chalo, now we are starting the calculation, how to calculate mean under individual series. Now as you all know, in individual series, serial numbers are given and the actual data x is given. Means we have a single column of x where we write serial numbers and write it in ascending or descending order, as you all know. Now in individual series, how to calculate mean in direct method? For this, the formula is mean is equal to summation x upon n. Here is the formula to calculate mean with the direct method. Now here, pay attention. Here it is x bar, mean. Here it is summation. Summation sign is the sigma sign. It is known as summation. And the meaning of this is total. Fine, we are going to total it up. And what we are going to total? We are going to total the values of x, the x series. And upon n we have done. N means number of items. And number of items are the serial numbers. Suppose we have got data of 10 numbers. So n will be 10. Fine. So this is the formula to calculate mean in the direct method. Coming on to indirect method now. How to calculate mean in indirect method? The formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation d upon n. This is the formula to calculate mean under shortcut method, also called indirect method, also called assumed mean method. Now understand this formula. What is this? A stands for? A stands for assumed mean. A stands for assumed mean. Assumed mean is any number you are assuming. Means that if the data is going to be there in front of you and the data is x. So from x you can select any number as assumed mean. Now one thing I have said, you can select any number. Usually we take the middle number from x and we assume it. But assumed mean does not say that take a middle number of the series. You can take any number. Even you can take any number outside the data given. Outside the x series which is given to you, which will be given to you. You can take any number. Even you can take 0. Even you can take 1. And you can take any number you feel like. But make sure the number which you are going to select, that should make your calculation easy. Answer will come with that tough number also. Suppose in a series of 10, 20, 30, 40, you are assuming 98. Answer will come from using 98 also. But assume a number which will make your calculations easy. So assumed mean is any number you are assuming to be mean. Fine. This is the meaning of A. Coming on to summation D. Summation means total, as you all know. Now D. D is deviation in X series. We are going to give deviations in X series. X is the data or the question which is given to us. We are going to give deviation to that, and the formula to give deviation will be X minus A. How we will give deviation? By doing X minus A. X is the actual series given and A is the assumed mean. We will deduct every value of X series from A. Then we will get D. Fine. Any doubt? And here N is the sum of the total numbers which we have. As I told you, that we have 10 numbers, so N will be 10. So this is the second formula. Third formula. Now, the formula to calculate mean under step deviation method. The formula is x bar is equal to A plus summation D dash upon N. Now what is the change from the previous formula? Previous formula and this formula are almost similar, but with a very slight change, and it is going to increase one column while solving the sum, and that is this dash, and we call it D dash. Here it is D, here it is D dash. So let us understand the formula first. A stands for assumed mean, as we have already discussed. After that, here is summation, that is the total of D dash. Now D dash is D upon C. D dash is D upon C. Now here, when we say D upon C, so D is the deviation which we have talked about in the last formula, deviation in X series. And how D is calculated? By doing X minus A. Fine. And what is the C? C is the common factor. C is the common factor. When we will do the numerical after some time, you will come to know how we are going to solve it and how we are making use of these alphabets. First of all, only learn the formulas and learn the steps, how we are writing them out. And N you all are aware of. N is the total number of items given. Fine. So these are the formulas through which we calculate mean under individual series. Now if I make it clear to you once again, this individual series, let us understand the columns. How many columns can be created with this? Now just take an example. Suppose in individual series, serial number and X are given to you. Fine. X is 1 से लेकर 10 तक. These are N is equal to 10. Fine. Here will be the data. ठीक है? तो let us take the first formula. Within the first formula, summation X we have to calculate. Summation X is total of X. Means when we are going to total these numbers, we will get summation X. The total of this will be summation X. We will get this value from here. We will note it down here. And N is 10. And we can solve it. Answer will be there. Fine. This is the first way. The second way, suppose these are the two columns already ready. In this, what we will do? First of all, we have to assume one number. So from the X series, we can assume any number. We can take any number. What we feel like. Suppose if I am assuming A to be 10. Suppose I am assuming A to be 10. So with this help of A, we calculate D. D is deviation. So the next column which we will create will be of D. And the formula for D is X minus A. These are the columns which we have to make while doing the solutions. Fine. So like this you will make the columns, and we will do it while doing the sum also. So we have to calculate D. So how the D will be calculated? X minus A. Now see, A is this, X is this. So X minus this minus 10, this minus 10. We will do it and the answer will come here. This answer can be positive also and can be negative also. Suppose here the numbers are 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. So 10 minus 10 will be 0. 20 minus 10 will be 10. 30 minus 10 will be 20 and so on. Okay? So we will calculate like this. But if it will be 5 minus 10, then the answer will be minus 5. So deviation answers can be positive, can be negative. So we will get D like this. And after that what we will do, we want summation D. So we will total this up and summation D will appear. The total of D will be summation D, which we will write it here. So A value here, summation D will be here, and N is 10. We will put the values, place the values in these places, and we will solve it. So this is how we will calculate the shortcut or indirect method. Coming on to third one, that is the step deviation method. In this what happens, these data is similar. We will get serial number and X, then we will create D because we want summation D here. Now A is 10, we have assumed it. Summation D dash we want. So for summation D dash formula is D upon C. Fine. So D is this. D is this. Now we have to choose C. C is the common factor. Common factor is a certain number through which or by which every number of D can be cancelled. Fine. So if the values are 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, they all can be cancelled using 10. So we can take C as 10. That is the common number. If common number is not there, we make use of 1. Fine. So then with the common factor we will get it. Suppose we have taken 10 to be the C. We'll take it, we'll cancel the values and we will get D dash. So D dash column we will create it. When we will get the D dash column, again we will total the D dash here. The entire values of D dash will be totaled here and the value of summation D dash will come. Okay? Then what we will do? We will place all the values here. A is 10, summation D dash is the total. Sorry, this formula I have written incomplete. It is going to be multiplied by C. This is the exact formula. A plus summation D dash upon N into C. So C is here. C will be 10, which we have taken the common factor, and upon N. N is the 10, the number of items. So this table will be created to solve mean through any of the method. So I hope you have understood this simple concept. Next time now we are going to take the exact values of data X and we will solve the numerical. Fine. So I hope you have understood the first set of formulas to calculate mean under individual series. Fine. So now we will learn and we will write the formulas for the discrete series. Fine. So coming on to discrete series now. Discrete series, as you all know, is that series in which two items are given. That is X and F. X is the data and F is the frequency. Fine. So the formulas to calculate under direct method will be mean is equal to summation XF upon summation F. Understood? Clear? Now I am telling it here only. X and F are given to you. Fine. What is here? That is summation XF. Summation means total of X and F. So X and F, when we write together, it means X into F. So here we will make the column for X into F. How we will get it? X multiplied by F, the value will be here. Fine. So this column will be created, and when we will total this up, summation XF will appear. Fine. So this value we will get it from here, and the lower value is summation F. Summation F is total of F, which we will get it from here. Now summation F is N equal to N, which we have already discussed while we were doing the organization of data. Means in organization of data we have already studied that N is equal to summation F. N is always equal to summation F. You have to remember always. Fine. So this was direct method. Coming on to indirect method. Indirect method to calculate mean, the formula is A plus summation FD upon summation F. A plus summation FD plus upon summation F. So here also same formula we will do. Here it is X and F given to you. So what is the next step? We don't want XF. So we will not do XF here. What do we want? We want first of all A. A is the assumed mean. A is the assumed mean. Fine. So we will assume a number from X. Number is always assumed from X. So A we will assume it. Clear? After that what happens? See, here it is summation FD. Means we have to do total of F and D. F though we have, but we don't have D. Fine. So we will calculate D here. As I told you previously, how to calculate D? By doing X minus A. The method and the abbreviations are going to be same everywhere. Fine. So X minus A will do it. X is this. We will deduct the values from A like this. From here to here. From here to here we'll go and we will write the values. That is D we will get it. Fine. After that, but we don't want total of D. We don't want total of F here. For this, we want total of FD. So now we have F, we have D. We will calculate FD. We will multiply them. After multiplying them, we will get the value of summation FD. Fine. I am explaining you the columns which will be created. Now always keep it in mind. We are making the columns from the formula. From formula columns are created. Most of the students, they do mistake by creating the table first and then they use the formula. And multiple times their answer comes to be wrong. Always make it a habit of making the table using formula. What you require, you do it step by step. Never the answer will be wrong. Fine. So FD we got it from here. Summation F we will get it from here. Fine. So all the values we have A also, we have summation D also, we have summation F also. When we will place the value and solve it, we will get the answer. Fine. So this is the way we calculate mean under indirect or shortcut method. Now we are coming on to the step deviation method. The formula to calculate mean under step deviation method is X bar is equal to A plus summation FD dash upon summation F into C. Now you must be watching the change. The only change is that F is added in the discrete series. Thus the formula is same. We have added F here. We have added F here. And N is always equal to summation F. That is the concept which we have already studied in the previous chapter. Fine. So this is the formula again. So till here we have done it. Now I am explaining this part here. Pay attention. FD we have got, but we don't want FD. We want FD dash. So F we have, D we have. So first of all what we will do? We will make D dash from D. So here the step will be, chalo we can do it here. F will calculate D, which we have calculated here. D is X minus A, but we don't want D, we want D dash. So here we will calculate D dash first. And for D dash, formula is D upon C. D is this. Then what we will do? Next step, we will find a common factor which will cancel the values of D, all the values of D. That common factor will be C. So we will divide the value of D from that common factor. Then we will get D dash. Understood? Then what we will do? We want D, F D dash. So F is here, D dash is here. We will multiply them. So we will get F D dash. See how many columns are created. In statistics, columns are the most important part, and with the help of formula you create those columns. Fine. So FD dash is here. We will do the total of this. From here we will get summation FD dash. Clear? Summation F we will get it from here. and C is the common factor which we have used here. Fine. So FD dash, you can write it here D upon C, and C value which you have decided. Fine. So we have got A value, we have got C value, we have got summation F, we have got summation FD dash. We will place the values and we will solve it. So this is, and we will get the answer. One more thing most important which I would like to tell you, when we are calculating mean, whether we are doing individual series, whether we are doing discrete series, whether we are doing continuous series, the answer of all the three methods will be same. Suppose here the mean answer is coming 40. So here it will come 40, here it will come 40, here it will come 40. The methods are different, but the answer will be same. Fine. Coming on to the last part, the continuous series. In continuous series, as you all know, class intervals and frequencies are given. Here also, n will be equal to summation f. Fine. And one most important and a very easy to make the work easy, what I'll tell you, formulas of discrete series and continuous series are same. Fine. So we are just going to learn the first one and we will copy them here and our work is done. Fine. See, mean is equal to summation xf upon summation f. Same formula. Mean is equal to a plus summation fd upon summation f. Here also, mean is equal to a plus summation fd dash upon summation f into c. So what I have done, I have copied the formula of discrete series, because formulas under discrete series and continuous series under calculation of simple arithmetic means are same. When they are same, then why they are in different series? That is the only point we have to understand. So the understanding value is here. Now you all remember that class intervals are given. Class interval can be 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 or so on. With the help of this class interval, we make x first. Fine, means class interval is converted to x. That is the first step what we have to do. And how we will convert it? This part also we have done it in the previous classes, but I am telling it again. It is done using the method of mid value. And mid value we can do it from the formula also, and we can do it orally also. Fine. Here we can do it orally as 0 to 10 is there. What is the middle value of 0 to 10? That is 5. And what is the middle value of 10 to 20? That is 15. And what is the middle value of 20 to 30? It is 25. So this class interval is converted to x now. The work of class interval is finished. So now what do we get? X and f. What is the remaining part? X and f. Now here is also xf, here is also xf. So now whatever the formula and the method which we have applied for discrete series is going to be same. Fine. See, x is there. We will calculate xf under this and we will solve it. What we will do here? Ci we will convert it into x. Here f. These three columns, and then we will calculate d, and then we will calculate fd. Same method we are going to apply. I hope I don't have to repeat them again to this part. Fine. Then here Ci, x, we will make it, and then f, then we will create d, after that d dash, and after that fd dash. Same columns. So I hope you have understood that in discrete series and continuous series the method will be same, with a slight difference of converting class interval to x. Fine. So these are the formulas to calculate simple arithmetic mean. In the next class we are going to take the numericals to calculate them. Thank you.